What if everything you thought you knew about Dennis Rodman was only half the truth? What if behind the piercings, colored hair, and wild media headlines, there was a man whose work ethic quietly mirrored that of Kobe Bryant, the very symbol of basketball discipline and focus? A recent podcast by TCG Sports with NBA veteran Byron Scott and legendary designer Jeff Hamilton dropped a bombshell that's making fans question everything. The conversation started off as a heartfelt discussion on Kobe Bryant, the man who built his legacy on discipline, never-ending effort, and his unshakable mindset. While sharing their views, the conversation took an unexpected turn. A surprising name was brought into the mix. Not Jordan, not LeBron, but Dennis Rodman. Could he be in the same conversation as the Black Mamba for work ethic?
Kobe, I don't get up till 6:30.
He was like,
you're taking an hour away from me.
That's the passion.
And he was like, okay. So he started calling me at 6.
Yeah.
Coach, what we doing today for practice? I said, you ain't doing nothing. Don't even come to practice today, right? He would practice and then go work out 2 more times. So he work out before practice.
But you know who used to do that? Dennis Rodman when he was with the Pistons.
Yeah, but Dennis was crazy.
But Dennis was not crazy. I take it. But when we're talking about
session with Dennis is a very calculated, very smart dude.
Very smart dude.
People think he's crazy.
People think he's
but
crazy.
He ain't crazy at all. He's extremely intelligent dude.
I have a picture with Dennis and I. He had 0 tattoos, 0 nose rings, 0 earrings, nothing. And he used to work out. I remember with the Pistons. They used to practice. Or after the game, and he would do another hour on the treadmill.
He used to work out before the games as well, too.
And that's another guy that people don't realize. He was 6'5", 6'6", maybe 6'7". Yeah. But also he had a reach of a 7 foot.
Yeah, he had long arms.
He has long arms. So he had the smarts of the rebounds, but he had the body of a 7 foot one. To be able to do that. So
Dennis, and like most people. Playing against him, I knew he wasn't crazy, but sitting down with him, like I got a chance to for a couple hours, I was like, man, this dude ain't crazy. This dude's smart as hell. I was like, man, we started talking, and some of the stuff he was talking about and asking me about and stuff, I was like, man, you got these people fooled.
But it's a persona.
During his time with the Spurs, David Robinson got the chance to play with some elite NBA talent, highlighted by Duncan, of course. However, he also played with some interesting characters, Dennis Rodman being the most notable of the bunch. Rodman had a very interesting NBA career, and while he's best known for his time with the Chicago Bulls, he was also a Spur for 2 seasons. In a recent interview with Joe Buck, Robinson spoke about his experience with Rodman.
You know what? And I love Dennis. I really do. He's an unbelievable player, incredibly athletic. He was like Superman. He just, just a freak of nature. A guy could run all day long, never got tired, and was like the Energizer Bunny. I loved having him next to me on the court because you always felt like, you just got a warrior with you. So on the court, he's a great guy to have next to you.
Isaiah Thomas had been around the NBA for quite a while now and has seen his fair share of incredible athletes in that time. The best one he has seen, well, you can guess.
Best athlete I've ever seen probably in the NBA. Not the highest jumping
athlete,
but just the best athlete. Like I've never seen anybody who ran that fast. And then quick jump like that. So my first time playing with him, literally he gets the rebound, kick it to me on the outlet pass, right? And so when I get on the outlet, now I'm dribbling to the middle of the floor to set the break. As I'm dribbling to the middle of the floor, now this dude just threw it to me. He down there underneath the basket waving for it. And I'm like, how the hell he get? So of course I kick it up. But adjusting to his speed was the first thing I had to do.
The 1995-96 Chicago Bulls were something special. Phil Jackson's team had the best team offensive and defensive rating in the NBA and finished the regular season with a then record 72 wins and 10 losses. Michael Jordan had returned to the association after the first of his 3 retirements and quickly reasserted himself as the best player in the league. The Bulls eventually won the title, their 4th of the 90s, after beating the Seattle Supersonics in 6 games in the 96 finals. However, Supersonics legend Sean Kemp wants everyone to know it wasn't Jordan who beat them in that year's finals. It wasn't even Hall of Famer Scottie Pippen. It was Dennis Rodman who was actually more valuable than Jordan for the Bulls during that series.
But Michael wasn't the reason. He didn't beat us in the championship. He did not beat us, man. We was on his ass. He didn't beat us. Dennis Rodman's the one who beat us. We had no answer for his ass, man.
Really?
We had no answer for Dennis Rodman. I mean, every time that they needed a second shot at something special, or extra rebound, or tip in, this one was flying and winking and, I mean,
He said winking.
Winking and kissing and frustrating everybody on the team, man. This is not even like that. He just do that.
Right, just to f with you.
He just doing that. And he had
Mind
every big man
games.
on my team just flustered, man.
What kind of did he do?
I'm gonna tell you with Frank Bukowski, man. Dennis started wearing color contacts during the championship. He started wearing color contacts during the championship with some lip on, man. And he would be like he was trying to kiss Frank's arm, and then Frank just couldn't take it, man. It was just the man in him just couldn't allow it.
I'd have lost it too. I'd have lost it
And
too.
Dennis knew what buttons to push, man. And we needed Frank to rebound. Man. This motherfucker, he got him all discombobulated, man. I'm just like, come on, man. So, yeah.
Oh, my God.
The Bulls were unbeatable with Rodman on board, but there were questions after each of his 3 seasons with the team about whether or not he would re-sign with Chicago or whether they wanted to keep him around. It was an interesting dynamic for sure, but Jordan always made sure to stand up for Dennis. When asked if he wished the Bulls to keep Rodman around, Jordan unequivocally said yes, explaining what made the defensive legend so crucial to Chicago's success.
Sure. His dresses doesn't bother me. His hair doesn't bother me. Sure, I mean, he's gonna go wacko every now and then. We've come to live with that. We've come to accept that. But you can't find another player on the basketball court that works just as hard as Dennis Rodman. Gives 110%, dives at loose balls, even if he can't get them. That's Dennis Rodman. So I don't have a problem with Dennis, you know, and I don't think Phil does. I don't think Dennis does. I mean, I don't think Scottie does. We've been able to control him to some degree. And look, we're here for champions back to back.
Kevin Garnett raved about the energy of the 7 times rebounding champion. KG touched upon the lateral ability and expressed that irrespective of the era, D-Rod could slide left and right against any point guard. Comparing Rodman to Draymond Green, Garnett even went on to claim that he could thrive in the current NBA.
So early on, Dennis Rodman, with no hand check and with hand check, had the agility to move with any point guard in the 90s. He could slide left to right laterally with anybody. He was 6'9" and had the movement of a point guard. He played like a Draymond, but more in control. He will outwork 80% of these months today, bro. That's another thing. His engine. Bro, you gotta have an engine to guard this nigga. Bro, we played these motherfuckers. He played 43 minutes, dog. I think he ended up getting kicked out because he kicked the cameraman and shit. I go in the back, Joe, I'm tired as shit. Man, Lord on the motherfucking treadmill and combat boots up to his goddamn knees, running on a 15 incline at a 15, 17, like talking to me. Yeah, big fella got big fella tomorrow in Jersey. Got a, you know what I'm saying? He don't know what he's doing with it. Damn, where what you doing? Just working out, you know what I'm saying? After games, he talking to me while he's running. I'm like, yo, this nigga's a fucking engine. I looked at him like on some mystique, bro. And I saw his superpower. He was sitting there telling me, and he the one gave me the secret to getting around back-to-backs. Lift. He the one showed me how to, you know how you tie it on lift. Hey, go ahead after the games, get you a little light lift light. He gave me that. And ever since I did that, I was better on the back-to-back, bro. I was crisper. I felt like, you know how the back-to-back you feeling tired? Man, I had a pop, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying after you get that lift? He the one gave me that. After running on the treadmill, the damn near treadmill was looking up. He was running on that motherfucker, pee like this, like talking to me.
He had on what? What kind of boots?
Man, that motherfucker had some combat army boots up to here. Bro, I've never seen nothing like that, man. Shout to the Worm, yo. Straight up, 101, yo. I've never in my life seen nothing like that.
That's hilarious.
Fucking Worm. Yeah, he can play in this league, though, P. Right now.
Rodman's intensity, mental toughness, and ability to guard every position turned him into one of the most disruptive and valuable players the NBA has ever seen. Beyond the stats and the headlines, his impact was felt every second he was on the floor. A living reminder that heart, grit, and obsession with the fundamentals could dominate even the most skilled opponents. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.